Hi, I'm Michael Beardsley, and today I'm going to do the first of a new series called Hollywood Issues. In this series, we're going to talk about current issues going on in the movie industry. Today we're going to talk about the tragic recent shooting on the set of the movie Rust. Now, I didn't personally know Halyna Hutchins, who was the one that was tragically shot on the set, but I do know people who have worked with her, and by all accounts, she was a wonderful person and a rising star. The stuff she worked on with people that I know was much smaller than this. This film was $7.3 million. Well, just under $7.3 million. They're calling that low budget. The film stars Alec Baldwin, of course, also Jensen Ackles from Supernatural and who will also be on the next season of The Boys, Travis Fimmel, who is best known for the TV show Vikings, in which he played Ragnar Lothbrok, and Frances Fisher, who many people remember as Kate Winslet's mother in Titanic. With that cast, it is actually low budget. But in the grand scheme of things, not so much. Every independent film I've ever done, added up, does not equal $7.3 million. I'm not going to talk about the legal ramifications, who's responsible, who could be charged. I'm an actor. I'm not a lawyer. I've never played one on TV, believe it or not. I will direct you to Legal Eagle. Devin Stone on that channel actually did a couple really interesting videos on it. But from the actress perspective, that I can give you. The main question people are asking about this is who is to blame. Now there's a lot of blame to go around, but I think it really comes down to three people. Number one, many people blame Alec Baldwin for the shooting because he was the one that was actually holding the gun. And he definitely has some blame here. Sometime after the event, Alec Baldwin came out with a statement saying that he didn't pull the trigger, he didn't drop the hammer, but frankly, why he was pointing a gun at somebody to begin with is a little questionable. He can't feign ignorance, as he has certainly done a lot of movies in which he has handled weapons in. On the other hand, he could use that argument to say that he knew that it wouldn't fire if it was in good working order if he did this. Even so, I've always been trained as an actor, you don't point guns at people, unless specifically told to, and after checking that the gun is empty. Alec Baldwin was also the producer, so he also has some accountability there, because he was on the set. He saw this stuff happening that shouldn't have been happening. In fact, he saw the assistant director hand him the gun. He should have known that wasn't right. And as producer, he could have done something. Number two, Halyna Gutierrez-Reed. She was the armorer on the film, and her sole responsibility is these weapons. She is responsible for loading them, knowing what's in them, and only her and the actor using it should ever be handling the weapon. So it is literally her job that stuff like this does not happen. There was obviously a breakdown there. The third person is the assistant director, David Halls. Why David has anything to do with this is the real question. David Halls should not have been handling a gun. It should have gone from the armorer to the actor. Even he says that he picked the gun up from the table and gave it to Alec Baldwin. Now that right there should not happen. The question is, where was the armorer? According to accounts, the weapons were left unattended, meaning the armorer was not there, for some amount of time. It's been said that it was a long period, and it's been said it's only a few minutes. So we don't really know which one it is, but that might have been the time in which they wanted to shoot this scene. Rather than wait for her to come back, the assistant director seems to have picked the gun up and given it to Alec Baldwin. That should not happen. These two are more responsible for the shooting than Alec Baldwin. I've been on a number of sets that have had live weapons on them, and every actor I've worked with has been very responsible with them. And now these are low-budget films, so there was no armorer on any of these sets, including Alice in Nephronalia. If you ever get a chance to see this one, don't. As you can see, it's a very artistic movie.
I'm looking for someone.
The weapon was always unloaded.
Called White Scorpion.
But it was an actual gun that was capable of firing.
I don't know anyone by that name.
This is later on in the movie. Even though it was good that they didn't point the gun at me, this is still not how you want to do a gunshot effect in a film. Yes, this is awful, but I gave the director what he wanted. Yes, he wanted this. And you'll notice in this picture I'm holding the shotgun, but not pointing it at the camera because it's a shotgun. It's got a wide impact. I acted in a film called Kidnapped, which also had a gun. I don't actually have any video footage of this one. I just have stills. You'll notice in the pictures I'm pointing the gun near the camera, not at the camera. And the last one I'll talk about is In the Blink of an Eye. I didn't actually handle the weapon in that one, but I was on the set with a weapon.
Sweet dreams, Scotty.
Now in this scene, the actor actually did point the gun directly at the other actor. However, I assure you that both actors involved thoroughly checked that weapon before this scene was shot. Is the answer to have no live guns on set? Well, that's one way to go, but it seems a little unnecessary. This would not have happened if the rules were followed. Like so many things, the rules are there, but if they're not followed, they don't work. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Feel free to leave a comment. If you want to see some more videos of me, check out my Actor Reacts to Entourage. Totally different, much lighter than this video. So, until next time.